We will head to 114 pounds to finish off this afternoon, and then we will have the parade for the boys' tournaments, and then have those championship finals for you covered here on NJ.com at their respective broadcast link, NJ.com/watch. We thank you all for tuning in to all the wrestling action of both the boys and girls tournaments. Now for the introductions at 114 pounds. Our final matchup at 114 pounds, Kylie Gudewitz of Howell, the number 3 seed in this bracket, taking on upset-minded number 8 seed Paige Kirk. Kirk has been on a mission here, Nick, pinning her way since the first round all the way to this championship final. She's representing Ramsey High School, 22-5 on the season.
Oh, she went for a throw there. Gudewitz able to keep her composure, slip her head out, and get that takedown. I was about to say, we're about to have a emphatic finish to these girls' finals as Kirk has been...
It's the pinning machine.
Yeah, I believe she's pinned every one of her opponents in this tournament, but here comes Gudewitz with this armbar.
Gudewitz 39-1 on the season. A sophomore, 58-2 in her career. Was a third-place finisher in the state tournament last year at 107. She won by a 9-0 major in the quarters, 4-0 decision in the semis. Central Regional champ.
Gudewitz trying to keep that half there. Kirk able to get back to her feet, though.
Kirk was the runner-up in the North 1 region. Lost to Paige Weiss, who's the top seed in that tournament, and also in this tournament, and she found about a way to enact revenge, winning by pin over the top seed in this state tournament quarterfinal round. 2-0 lead for Gudewitz. 1 minute gone by here in the first.
Yeah, Kirk's not afraid of the throws here. But Gudewitz, she's 58-2 for a reason. Finished third last year. Look for that first state title now.
She's in the blue and gray singlet, riding on top in the navy and gold singlet of Paige Kirk of Ramsey. 40 seconds left to go here in the first. Stoppage here, potentially dangerous.
And Gudewitz is able to get that. That's the second time she's gotten that armbar, and it's in pretty deep. But again, you have to keep it on the right angle. Can't take it too far above where the shoulder line is. You know, you can't have that arm too far back, otherwise they're going to stop it every time.
Under 30 seconds left to go in the first. Gudewitz still with the 2-0 advantage after Kirk went for the fireworks of a throw. Trying to go for a quick pin back in the first. Seconds of the first. So it'll be a 2-0 lead for the sophomore from Howell heading into the second period.
And if you're Gudewitz, I mean, I'd be really confident right now in your top game. She won the coin toss here, so she's going to elect to go down. Got to wonder what Kirk's going to do on top. I know she likes her game on the feet, I should say, especially with those throws. She's a pinner, though. Gudewitz, a different animal. Oh, nice reversal here. Just shucked her off. More of the same.
Doubles her lead now at 4-0, and now a stoppage for potentially dangerous. Having that arm twisted in a awkward position.
Yeah, again, the arm just went too far back at the wrong angle right there, but Gudewitz she's hunting for that half of that arm bar. So to show how dominant she is on top.
20 seconds gone by in the second. Paige Kirk, the number 8 seed in this tournament at 114 pounds, trails number 3 seed Kylie Gudewitz 4-0.
Give Kirk a lot of credit for fighting off these pinning combinations from Gudewitz. But if you're Kirk, if you're able to get through to the third period, I'm not so sure you would choose bottom here.
I was going to say, I think
she's reaching back, too. This is dangerous.
Gudewitz is showing how strong she is on top.
And Gudewitz, good composure, too. Kirk, it's very, you can't tell you how risky that is if you reach back like that. If you're able to whip over, it can happen where you just turn your opponent over, but sometimes you just leave yourself so exposed and you get turned to your back right away.
45 seconds left to go in the second. 4-0 lead for Gudewitz of Howell.
Another arm bar here, trying to step over.
And potentially dangerous again. We could hear Matt's side. The screaming of Kirk as her arm was in an awkward spot.
Yeah, you get with 30 seconds here if you're Kirk. Got to find a way to escape here. Up to her feet now. Try to get wrist control, but Gudewitz, she's so tough on top. You see her now just hooking that left foot now. Got her flat again.
20 seconds left to go. 4-0 lead. Gudewitz has been in control.
No, she's got a double arm bar now. She's going to try to walk around the head. They've blown this dead multiple times in this match, though. See if it's clean here.
5 seconds left to go. Trying to execute this move in the waning moments of the second. But Gudewitz is in control here through 2 periods. It's a 4-0 lead as we head to the third. And quickly, Kirk looks over to her coaching staff, and both coaches say, we are starting up top.
Yeah, there's no reason why you should go down after what we've seen so far in this match. Looking for the throw, though, and Gudewitz just too aware of it.
Gudewitz with the takedown, and pretty interesting. Once Kirk was taken down, she looked over to her coaches right near us and said, I'm sorry. I think she was trying to go for a move that she thought she needed to have at that point.
Yeah, I hope she knows. I mean, the coaches are not going to ever ask her to apologize for something like that.
I was going to say.
She was going for it. She's trying to go for it again here, trying to reach back.
6-0 lead for Gudewitz. 40 seconds gone by here in the third. The state final at 114 pounds. Gudewitz finished third last year, looking for her first state championship.
More armbar attempts here from Gudewitz. She's going to try to frame the head here now, trying to run this across. Here's a good leg Turk. That left leg has to go sky high here.
1 minute left to go. And Kirk again. Screaming in pain there after being put in the clutches. Gudewitz with 3 more points added to her total. It's a 9-0 lead.
I think she's asking for an inhaler as well. Some more injury time here. But Gudewitz has been absolutely dominant on top. Got the near fall points there. I mean, the arm bars are a go-to move right now, Dan. And if you're able to really, if you could thread in double arm bars as well, I mean, that's one of the more dominant positions on top, especially if you're able to run it. At that point, you can pick your side. If you're the bottom wrestler, I mean, you have to have some serious shoulder and bicep strength just to kind of move it forward and try to get your arms free.
Gudewitz has just been so good on top. And I think that's why Kirk either went against the game plan or went for a really risky move to start off the third, because she knew that she could not afford to just simply be taken down, because she does not have the answers of how to get out of the clutches. Gudewitz has just been that dominant when riding on top. Can't blame her for trying.
No, she made the right decision there in the third period. I mean, you've been stuck on bottom the entire match. You got to, go to your bread and butter, what's gotten you here, and that's winning on your feet. But Gudewitz is just too good. There's that arm bar again. Double one.
Closing in
on the half.
Closing in on the final 40 seconds of the third.
She's just flipping sides now. Gudewitz trying to run this half Nelson. She's trying to roll that right wrist underneath as well. It would help her out. But obviously, See Kirk in her base, trying to step up.
Time not on her side. 20 seconds left to go. Kylie Gudewitz of Howell has been sensational here, leading 9-0. A dominant performance as we close in the final 10 seconds of action. Kirk trying to flip over, but Gudewitz was the better wrestler here today. 40-1 on the season for the sophomore, who is now a state champion for the first time in her career. Kylie Gudewitz, the state champion at 114 pounds.
Absolutely dominant from Kylie Gudewitz. One of the best top wrestlers we've seen throughout the entire section of the girls' finals here today, Dan. I mean, she was on point, hunting for arm bars. A little bit of a dump right there, a little, as per tradition, it seems like. She earned that state title, by a landslide right there. That was impressive.
A sophomore who we firmly believe will be back here in center mat in the next couple of years to come. 40-1 on the season, Nick. 59-2 in her first 2 high school seasons of wrestling.
Well on pace for over 100 wins in her career, and she certainly has the ability to win another state title, if not 2. Going to be difficult to do, as it always is, to repeat, but Kylie Gudewitz well on her way for Howell, and I'm excited to see what the rest of her career shakes out over the next 2 years. Yeah, sometimes, again, naturally, you're going to see the state champions, or the multi-time state champions. They're the ones who have, let's just say, the better path to success in terms of development at the college level. But we see it all the time where, sometimes these guys, maybe they only win 1 state title in New Jersey, or maybe they're just a 4-time placer, but they go on to become an All-American in college. Maybe they could be a national champion in college. We see it all the time. Sometimes, and even like the 4-time state champions in Jersey or other places, maybe they're not 4-time champions at the next level as well. So again, it's all about where you are in the moment. Obviously, in New Jersey, if you can place at this tournament, whether you could be a guy who just maybe a guy or girl who went from 2-time placer as a junior and a senior. Maybe you want to stay title, or maybe you finish 7th and 3rd or something like that. You go on to wrestle in college. The experiences that you've had wrestling this level of competition throughout your entire high school career, that does carry over. Maybe you are going to be better off in college. Maybe you will become an even better wrestler at the next level because you've been through what is considered the gauntlet in this entire country. You talk about Pennsylvania, you talk about Ohio and Iowa and California and New Jersey. Those are generally the top states I think of. But it really, when you see this up close, it's tough to say that anything beats New Jersey wrestling.
Now we get to the medal podium for the 114-pound weight class, our final weight class to be honored here at Boardwalk Hall this afternoon. As Kylie Gudewitz will be presented with her bracket as well as her medal. Again, a championship conclusion here at 114 pounds. And what a great tournament here for the girls, and having 12 great bouts that we got to witness for ourselves and bring to you fans to enjoy wherever you may be. As the ladies show that they have so much talent. And again, as you've been hinting at and mentioning throughout the course of this broadcast, Nick, this is just the beginning. The talent is apparent, and it's just growing by leaps and bounds throughout the course in the state of New Jersey in girls high school wrestling. And the best is going to continue to rise to the top. And I think what we're going to see is we're going to see more and more people wanting to wrestle. And that's where it's going to, like you said, hopefully expand the tournament.
Yeah, I can only imagine the expansion is going to be on the horizon. Now, I'm not going to say that's going to be next year, maybe even not even by 2026, but maybe 2 to 4 to maybe 6 years from now, however long it takes. I mean, I think we are bound to see expansion in this tournament. Again, we saw how the state tournament expanded for the boys. Now, maybe that's not due solely to participation numbers, or maybe they just want a different type of feel for the tournament, so you get that full 32-person bracket. But for the girls, you're going to go from where we saw, it was 8, 10, however it was. Now it's 12, and you get to 16 now. It's just going to keep going up, and it wouldn't surprise me that one day we see girls brackets of 24 wrestlers, and maybe down the line 10, 15 years from now, maybe you do see a 32-person bracket for the girls side of things, considering the growth and the potential the sport has for the girls in wrestling.
So congratulations again to Kylie Gudewitz of Howell High School, a sophomore winning her first state championship in her career and moving to 59-2 overall. And congratulations to all the medalists at 114 pounds. So they will have one final look at all of the 12 state champions here, right in the middle of the mat. And your final thoughts, Nick Costco, here of this great day of girls wrestling action here at Boardwalk Hall.
Saw some upsets, saw some tremendous athleticism, saw some surprises, some pins. I mean, nothing better than a pin in wrestling, obviously. Some elation, the mix of emotions between winning and losing. You see it all right here. And if that's what we saw from these 12 state champion girls, and I can't wait to see what we see in the boys coming up in just a little bit here.
So New Jersey is rich with wrestling talent on full display this entire afternoon here down at Boardwalk Hall. For Nick Costco and our producer and camera operator, Josh Noble, I'm Dan Long saying so long. Thank you so much for watching and supporting girls wrestling action here in New Jersey on NJ.com. We'll have our broadcast coverage of the boys' finals coming up shortly on its own respective link. So again, for everybody here from Atlantic City, thanks for watching New Jersey High School Wrestling, the NJSIAA Girls Finals on NJ.com. Take care, everybody.